What's up, guys? IFBB Pro and Almodovar. We are here at Destination in Dallas, Texas. Today is a back day, and currently I am wearing some better bodies up top and below. The pants are small, and we've got an oversized on, the Relentless logo on the back, and underneath we got a large bra for the matching set. So let's get a good back day in. All right, guys, right now we're gonna hit the first piece. I love this Nautilus piece. I personally think that the best possible thing for you to warm up the back is always start with the lats. Especially in my division for figure, you really want thick, juicy, big lats for the taper. So for me, that means a single arm first. Sometimes I'll do 1 to 2 sets for single, and then I'll go into the double, really holding that squeeze. Right now I'm getting pretty close to show, so you'll see nitty-gritty training, but nothing to complete failure right now. Right now we're just really driving in the detail. We're not trying to atrophy any more muscle. Honestly, I remember seeing Daniel and Bailey's shoulders, and ever since I saw that, I was just like, that's what I want. So I want to say I've been bodybuilding for 6 years now, turned pro in 2022, so a little over 6 years, but I was a college athlete, so always wanted to be muscular and fast and just the best of the best in terms of athleticism. 6 years bodybuilding, every year gotten bigger and better, so we're going to keep that trajectory moving forward. I said I'm done on this, so we're gonna move on to a rowing movement. I would love to do probably a T-bar, so we'll go over to this one. Like that was just a warm-up, and then I did 2 tops, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. For me personally, that's not my favorite. I love to do like 3 to 4 top sets of just hard and heavy, but as you get closer to show, especially for women, I mean, your cortisol is up right now. I am still working, so I picked up a position as a 4th grade English teacher, which is incredible, but usually I plan my preps where I'm competing in the summer so that I'm not constantly on my feet from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. But right now we are in the midst of it, so I'm really just trying to lower my cortisol whenever I can, and that means lowering my heavy top sets and just driving in detail. So less can equal more, guys. It can. Don't overdo it as you get closer. Again, I've been doing this for 6 years, so I know my body more than anybody. And pushing is just going to do the complete opposite of what we want right now, which is to dry out. I'm literally Tupac in a 5'2", a 5'2" body. I played college softball as a center fielder, so like one of my traps, my right side is a lot bigger than my left. So pro tip, always take account your imbalances. Make sure you're doing supinated whenever you can, just to make sure like you're making sure everything is even. For me, even in my back shot, I have to pose around it because I have an impingement. So when I'm doing this, I'm really making sure the first 1 to 2 sets is all just nitty gritty contraction, slow eccentrics, really making sure I'm driving home that detail and just feeling the entire movement. You can load this up with 5 plates and be ripping it and shrugging it and barking, but are you actually utilizing the muscles that the piece is trying to, hit, is the question. Up. Let's do the mega mass. Yeah, I remember going pro and I was like, I'm gonna feel like this overwhelming sense of like Disney World, and it just wasn't. It was exciting. It was definitely exciting. It's funny, you always think that you're gonna have this like crazy, wild, euphoric feeling, and then you do, and you realize it's just new levels, new devils. Like you check the box, you did it, but then I realized there was a whole other pool that I was gonna jump into. Little small fish in a big pond. So honestly, for me, yes, it was exciting. My biggest part was having my family there and traveling and just enjoying the experience for what it was. But I encourage a lot of amateurs, don't think that you're gonna get there and it's gonna be this plethora of overflowing emotions that's gonna change your life, because it really just brings you to another level and shows you like if you really wanna keep moving forward with it, it's just a step in the staircase. So this for me is obviously you're hitting lats and you're hitting the middle of the back, but for me biggest is just the contraction. I have lats, they're thick, but for the center of my back, I just continuously need to densify that. So right here, I'm just focusing pretending essentially like there's a pencil in the center of my spine, trying to squeeze that pencil with both of my erectors essentially.
I trust you.
I think the hardest part is that drop off from off season of prep where you like start to feel like a weakling, but it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off for sure. Right now we're just focusing on conditioning, getting the muscle bellies full enough but not over fatiguing them so that my recovery can stay in check. It's important that I listen to my body, especially because I said I am teaching at the same time, so I'm on my feet up all day. I'm up at 4 a.m. for fasted cardio prior to teaching all 40 of my students all day, and then training, and then second cardio session. So with that being said, there are times the other day my coach and I made a call rest day because I just was completely feeling it to a point where if I did go train and do cardio, I was going to end up hurting myself or causing more inflammation than needed. So we called a rest day. I got cryo done for recovery, ends up dropping 1.5 pounds the next day. So pro tip, it's important for you guys to really try your best to listen to your body. That's not to say that you're tired and you don't feel like going in and you stay home and rest. That's to say, if you know your inflammation is up, you're really struggling, have a conversation with your coach, see if it's, let's say you're supposed to rest on a Thursday, but it's a Wednesday and you're really feeling it. Sometimes it is best to call it, get recovery done, get in bed, and restart. Where's the assisted? Is it here? We'll go assisted and then on cable. Shrugging down. I'm like hitting my shoulders back and then I'm driving my elbows back down. It took me a while, honestly, because a lot of people are like, oh, pull-ups, it's an easy movement, but it's really not. It takes a lot for you to find that connection for you purposely. For me, if you'll notice, I'll do it in moments just to show you. Retraction of your scapula is really, really essential because it's very easy for me to pull myself up with my traps, my shoulders, and my arms. But for me to really connect to the back, I like to drop my shoulders, almost like you're almost pinning them down and then letting your back and lats take over. So I'll show you here in a minute, but retracting that scapula is really, really key. For me, when I free weight, it kind of pins my shoulders a little bit, whereas this allows me to really hold it at the top and really contract hard without like that hard drop off of like ripping my shoulder out to come back down with a free movement. So, pro tip for this, I also broke a nail, literally mid-training session. I digress. So, pro tip for this, I used to sit all the way back with my knees back here. What I've learned is setting the pad mid-quad is gonna help you to get the utmost amount of just upright stability so I can keep my chest nice and tall. You're not bending back here, you're not shrugging, twerking, you're staying upright, right? And just driving that all the way down. I like this bar. So usually this shoots straight out. This one's got a nice angle on it. Almost, you're kind of sort of a little bit underhand. So I like that variation. Only a destination Dallas. It's a nice stretch at the end. It's funny because my last school district, we weren't allowed to do like any food for the kids. They were like, no outside food, no birthday party, cupcakes, nothing. So I couldn't like give incentives to my kids. But now my new district, Texas, y'all are awesome. Y'all don't care. Like kids can actually have fun. So we're allowed to do all that stuff. So I actually have at the end of the month planned for them, once my show and everything is over, I'm gonna do a superhero party. So since I do writing, we're gonna do super reader, super writer. I'm gonna have a bunch of decorations, LED lights, order pizza and just enjoy and just have food with them and have some fun. So a little bit of an incentive, a little bit of bribery, a little bit of both. So the key with this is making sure I'm staying over it just to really open up and stretch the lat all the way. Sometimes I'll sit in the stretch and then drive and really hit home that contraction. I used to go a lot heavier with this and just swing it. Right now you'll notice I'm staying on the lower weight, just making sure I'm holding really, really hard in the contraction and really allowing that stretch to rip open. something that's really important with bodybuilding is understanding that we're human too, right? Like we are athletes, yes, but the beauty of it is being well-rounded. So are you educated? Like, can you hold a conversation? Do you have more than just muscle, right? Do you have the beauty? Do you have the intellect? Do you have the personality to speak to people? Because a lot of people, I mean, in any profession, right? They're just one way and that's all they have. But what's beyond that, right? So I think that that's important to connect to people too, is like the real and raw of what makes you you, beyond what you can lift, beyond the shows that you've won, right? At the end of the day, when your trophies are collecting dust, who are you and how did you get there? All right, guys, so that is a wrap of our back day. I did about like 5 or 6 pieces. A nice back pump. We are a couple of weeks out, so energy's a little bit lower, but we got it done regardless. Make sure you let us know what you want to see. Nick and I will be filming some more for Better Bodies and maybe for some Gasp in destination at other locations. So let us know what you guys want to watch, see. We're going to do some cool stuff outside of the gym. So maybe a little range date. We'll see how it goes. But as always, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys follow Better Bodies. Use my code
Amanda Thighs.
And be blessed.